For introduction, the COVID-19 pandemic has far-reaching economic consequences beyond the spread of the disease itself and efforts to quarantine it. As the COVID-19 virus has spread around the globe, concerns have shifted from supply-side manufacturing issues to decreased business in the service sector. The pandemic caused the second largest global recession in history, with more than a third of the global population at the time being placed on lockdown. Next, discussion of content. Airline companies were in very different situation before the COVID-19 crisis began. In particular, air transport in one of the sectors with the highest depression in productivity across firms and to a lesser extent in probability. Airline companies thus entered the crisis with strikingly different abilities to withstand such a shock and heterogeneous prospect for the future. Bankruptcies of mergers and acquisition among large companies could have a negative effect on competition in air transport, with possible repercussion on prices. Even of 80% of the passenger seats are on routes with several carriers. Many of these routes rely on a small numbers of firms. Past public policy interventions in the aviation industry have had different rationales. Past public policy interventions in the aviation industry have different rationales. Most interventions have targeted aircraft manufacturers. These firms are usually subject to learning by doing and significant economies of scale, which may cause underinvestment in technology, innovation, or production facilities, and hence justify supplies and different norms and ensuring aircraft safety. More recently, aircraft manufacturers have also been the target of green industrial policies, seeking to accelerate the shift towards low-carbon aircraft. Beyond supporting aircraft manufacturers, government have also inadvertent to preserve employment in large air transport companies. When it comes to the response to the COVID-19 crisis, most of the sector of firm-specific thus have targeted air transport. In the process of restructuring, government need to smoothen the transition for displaced workers. Besides mitigating costs for firms, job retention schemes protected aviation industry workers' income at the height of the crisis. As uncertainty regarding the cost of health measures and the shape of recovery for commercial flight resolve, job retention schemes need to adjust to target jobs that are viable but at risk of being terminated. At the same time, governments need to focus on supporting aviation industry workers at risk of becoming unemployed rather than supporting specific jobs. My suggestion are the policymakers should deploy prompt and educate policy interventions. The stimulus package can help restore investor confidence from the economic impact of COVID-19 in the airline industry, since the investor timely respond to the new information. During the COVID-19 crisis, banks also are regulated to lend to the financial distressed airlines due to increasing bankruptcy risk of the airlines. Thus, the ability to access low-interest loans or government-backed financings is critically important for a company to survive. That's all from me. Thank you.